Hi, this is about the Cockroach Janta Party's protest. Can we call it a protest? You land from the plane and you're escorted by security people with great dignity to your protest venue. You reach there at 11. At 3 o'clock, you fall sick, or you're tired, or God knows what happens to you, no one knows. And the protest is over. So when before you land, everyone's expecting a few things. The first thing they're expecting is that you will not get permission, that you may get arrested. Miraculously, your permission comes suddenly. You don't tell anyone in the night that your permission has come. And you move straight to the venue. The police behaves with you. The same police which beats up students in JNU, the same police which made farmers miserable, leading to so many deaths. Parallelly, the same protest was on by the Youth Congress, where the police had water cannons unleashed on them and all kinds of troubles. There are videos floating around. But you go in your car straight to the venue, where your three spokespersons, who are like you from AAP, ex-AAP, and we don't know when you quit AAP. Questions have been asked about your AAP bearings. You said we have never denied it. However, you don't clarify when you quit. What was the official date in which you guys quit the AP? You have not explained that. And then you go there, you do a protest for 4 hours or 5 hours, right? There are journalists who report that yes, there are a lot of people, and then there's the BBC reporters, and there's also Peak TV, and there are the other independent journalists who are actually saying that there were only hundreds of protesters. There were more media people than anyone else. Media people also means independent media, because Godi media, a couple of them lined up and some of them got shooed. They probably weren't there, the mainstream media, because they went to the Congress protest. They went to the other protests. They may not covered that, because they seek permission from the ruling regime before they can cover everything. But speaking for you, you had juice breaks in between. You ended the protest surprisingly the same day. You were going to do a protest and demand and not stop till the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan. You did not mysteriously you ended your protest as 5:30 p.m., 5 p.m. or so. 3 p.m. you left and you went away and you said, we will now do the protest on Saturday. What sort of a protest is this? This sounds like a picnic. And then you people are talking a lot about the heat. My dear friend, having been involved in student politics in my student days, and student politics used to be really rough at that time, we don't remember talking about the heat ever in any protest. Your protest was the loudest in terms of expectation and the most feeble in terms of delivery. You land up over there, you do a half-day protest, which is almost as bad as a break from a Sarkari office on a half-day leave. And you go scampering off without doing anything apart from some sloganeering. You had claimed there will be some political parties are welcome. No one came and showed up. Thank God they didn't. It would have been a disgrace. Political parties are used to more protests. I'm not a great fan of Indian political parties, but they know their onions. They know what they're doing. You don't. When did you leave the AP? We don't know. Are you still in touch with the AP? You have not answered that question clearly. You were asked this question. Are you still in touch with the AP? You were asked, will you be meeting Manish Sisodia and Arvind Kejriwal? You did not clearly answer. You said, I'm going to be meeting my parents. But your parents live in Maharashtra, right? It was not a good protest. And if you're team AAP, you're opposing government, then all you're seeking to do is to divide the opposition votes. And who's that going to benefit? It's going to benefit those guys who gave you such easy permission, such an easy time in your protest. If Dharmendra Pradhan resigns immediately, despite your picnic protests, it will mean that you're working for the BJP. Or you could be a tool to revive the dead volunteer base of the AAP. Whatever you are, your protest was absolutely disappointing. You belied the hopes of a lot of people. If you think people are going to keep waiting for you to announce when are you going to sit for 4 hours again in one place and raise some 20 slogans, I don't think the people of India have the patience for any of that. You started well, we were hoping. We hoped and prayed, we were optimistic. Some of people are still living in hope because India is absolutely drugged on this drug called hope. So they were hoping, like once they were hoping for Kejriwal, they were hoping. And what will you do if you're team B of anybody else? You will divide opposition votes and then you'll switch sides. You say you're not Raghav Chadda. What are you? We still don't know. You may not be Raghav Chadda. Thankfully, nobody will be Raghav Chadda. But what are you? We don't know. We still don't know. What you are is something very feeble on the other hand.